Who will you look to when we've gone?
The dwarves? They hide in their mountains seeking riches. They care nothing for the troubles of others.
Elrond! Bit of casual racism there. The dwarves are decent chaps, very decent chaps actually. They could have snitched on Bilbo, but they didn't. Just watch the next bit and I'll explain.
This peril belongs to all Middle-earth.
Here in the movie, it looks like Elrond called the council, but that isn't what happened. Everyone turned up more or less at the same time, by coincidence. So here's what happened. Sauron captured Gollum and tortured him to get information about the ring. But Gollum really likes the ring, and so he only gave up 2 words, Shire and Baggins. But Sauron didn't know where the Shire was, but he had heard that the dwarves had some involvement with the Baggins at some point. So he sent Nazgul to Erebor, where the dwarves live, to make them an offer of 3 rings of power in exchange for the whereabouts of this Baggins and his ring, which is a mere trinket. The dwarves didn't snitch. They told the Nazgul to do one, and the Nazgul was like, I'll be back. So King Dain secretly sent out Gimli and his dad Gloin to Rivendell to warn the elves that Sauron's out and about looking for the ring. So that's why the dwarves were in Rivendell.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
Boromir went there because he and his brother Faramir kept having these really weird prophetic dreams about the sword that was broken and Imladris, which is Rivendell in Elvish. So he basically went to Rivendell to say, Elrond, what the shit?
Have you heard nothing Lord Elrond has said? The ring must be destroyed.
So why was Legolas there? Well, after Gollum lost his precious to Bilbo, he spent the next 60 years, or 59, looking for it, wherever he could, and eventually wound up in Mordor. Bad move. He was captured, taken to Barad-dûr, and tortured. And this is where Sauron got the information of Shire and Baggins. However, some months later, he escaped.
He escaped the dungeons of Barad-dûr.
Escaped. Or was set loose?
Aragorn had been tracking Gollum for the last 17 years on and off, and finally caught up with him in the Dead Marshes, where Gollum was trying to escape Mordor. Aragorn captured him and brought him to Thranduil in Mirkwood to hold him captive so Gandalf could interrogate him, which he did by scaring him with fire. So is Gandalf any better than Sauron? Maybe not, if you're Gollum. Not long after, a band of orcs attacked, and Gollum managed to escape Mirkwood. So Thranduil was like, Legolas, I have to take care of some business. Could you be a doll and just go over to Rivendell and tell Elrond about the prisoner situation? So the dwarves, the elves, and the men all end up in Rivendell at the same time. Then Gandalf rocks up, tells Elrond about the One Ring, so Elrond calls the council. Was it the will of Eru Ilúvatar? Maybe.
Maybe.